Hello friends, welcome to It's a Ootsy Thing and What's for Supper. Well, tonight we're having fish. I've been hungry for some fried fish and hush puppies, and we have a friend that goes fishing, and here a few weeks ago he brought us a package of fish that he had caught when he was fishing. So I thought this would be the perfect night to have fish. So I'm going to first make my hush puppies, and I'm using 1.5 cups of cornmeal, 1/2 cup of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, 3/4 cup of milk, I'm having a hard time holding on to my stuff today. Now I'm just going to mix this all together real good. I hope you all have had a good day. Or whenever you're watching this, I hope you're going to have a good day. Now this seems a bit dry, so I'm going to get a spatula and get it out of my whisk here, and I'm going to add just a tiny bit more milk. Scrape all of that off the sides. And the reason I know it is a bit dry is because as I'm stirring this, it's leaving a lot of the cornmeal behind and is not coming together like it should. So I'm going to, well, that's all I had. Okay, so that's all we need, right? Okay, now that, whoops, I just flicked that. If I could have a video of all the bloopers of the food that I flick, it would be a lengthy video because I seem to do that a lot. Okay, I'm going to put about, I'm going to say 3/4 cup of a chopped up onion in there. And I think I may, if you've watched any of my videos, you've seen that I've mentioned at different times, a bunch of jalapenos from my garden from last year. And I think I may just chop one of those up and put in this. I think that would be real good. Okay, I got that jalapeno chopped up. It was actually 2. They were pretty small, so I went on ahead and chopped up 2 of them. Now we are ready to heat up our oil and start frying them. Okay, I'm just using a little ice cream scoop to kind of form a ball. Then I'm just dropping them down in my hot grease. Just little balls. One thing you want to watch out is that you don't get your oil too hot, because I've done that before. I've got my oil too hot and they cook on the outside and get real done on the outside and don't get done enough on the inside. So not having your grease extremely hot does help. Let them cook just a little bit slower. Okay, I'm ready to take this first batch out, and I'm just setting it on a towel, a paper towel, so that they can drain all the oil off of them. I'm going to make them more like a like a disc and try it this time. I opened one of them up before I took all of them out, and it needed to cook just a little bit longer, but they're getting so brown on the outside that I don't want to burn them on the outside. So in order for them to get done a little bit better on the inside, I'm going to make them more like a disc. And I've seen them done like this. So I'm just going to roll it in a ball and then just kind of flatten it out. I think it's going to fry more evenly doing it that way. We'll get this done, then I'll start frying my fish, and then I made a coleslaw for supper last night, if you happen to have seen that video, and I'll have coleslaw with this as well, and that'll be plenty for us. I don't need any other side dishes. Maybe about 3 more, and we'll be done. And that's going to be gobs for 2 people. So I could have just put this in a container and put it in the freezer for next time. But I think what I will do is the ones that we don't eat, I will just put them in the freezer. And then whenever I have fish again, I'll have hush puppies already made. I'll get them out of the freezer and then just put them in the oven. And I think they'll be okay. Okay, we've got all of our hush puppies going. Let's do a taste test on this one that I broke open. Those are good. Very good. It doesn't take these long at all to fry. And even though I made them into a little disc, they're kind of going in the shape of a mushroom or a little muffin. It's going to be good, y'all. I like to make my own tartar sauce. And this isn't only tartar sauce, but it's also Thousand Island dressing, and also what I put on our hamburgers. The McDonald's special sauce. And all I do, let's see, this is about a half a cup. Yeah, that's about a half a cup of mayonnaise. And our favorite mayonnaise is Duke's. I'm not paid to do this either, so. Then I'm going to add maybe 2 tablespoons of ketchup. And this is how my mother did it, so since I was always in the kitchen with her, that's how I do it. And then I'm going to use sweet relish. And let's see here. I'll tell you how much I'm doing after I get it in there. I eyeball most everything. Let's see here. Let's take this lid off. Well, I don't want to leave that little dab in there. We're going to use it all. That's about 1/4 of a cup. A 1/4 cup of sweet relish. And I just stir that all together. And that's what I use for tartar sauce. That's what it looks like. And I just about dumped that on the floor, showing that to you. It's very yummy. All right, I'm ready to start frying my fish. Okay, the way I make my batter for my fish, I'm sure there's fancier ways of doing this, but I'm not fancy tonight. I'm just frying fish for us. I take an egg and I whisk that a little bit with a fork. And I'm going to use this same grease that I used for the hush puppies because it's fine, it's still clean. I'm going to pour some milk in that. Just stir that around real good. And then I have cornmeal. And that's all I do for batter. Just going to dip the fish in the egg and milk mixture first. Then into the cornmeal. And the nice thing about our friend catching this and cleaning it and everything, he just cuts them into real small strips. I mean, they're just the perfect size. The thing about frying fish, it's kind of like frying chicken. It's messy. Okay, I'm just going to take this out and put it out on a towel, a paper towel. Sure looks yummy. I don't actually know what kind of fish this is that he catches, but they've had us over to their house before and they fried fish and it was really, really good. He goes on these fishing trips and fishes, and it's so good. All right, I'm taking out my last batch of fish, and I actually fried too much for 2 people. Okay, we've got our hush puppies. We've got some fish. And really, you guys, this was not hard at all. It just, I mean, you're standing at the stove cooking. It didn't take me long at all. And then this coleslaw that I made last night. This is an Asian ramen noodle coleslaw. And I will attach that video to this, that way you can go see what that recipe is as well. So thank y'all for joining me tonight for What's for Supper, and go find you some fish, or go fishing and get you some fish and give this a try. It's an easy weeknight meal, just a little bit extra work, but it's not bad. So thank you all. Have a great evening, a great day whenever you're watching this, and enjoy your meal. See you next time.